How's it going, guys? Dave from Revocation here again at Guitar World. Today I wanted to talk about soloing over shifting meters. So the example I'm going to use today is from a song called Profanum Vulgus. So let's get to it. So there's a few different ways that you could count this. Overall, it's going back and forth between 7/4, 6/4, 7/4, and then a bar of 8 or 2 bars of 4/4. But you could break it down into smaller chunks. So for example, you could feel that first part. You could feel that as 4 and then 3. Da, 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 and then I would change here to 2 bars of 3 or a bar of 6, whatever is easier for you to count. And then it goes back to the same thing, another 4 and 3. And that last turnaround there makes it an even 8 bars, so you could feel that as 4 and 4. So bar of 4, bar of 3, a bar of 6, or you could count that like 4 and 2, back to 4 and 3, and then 4 and 4. So it really is shifting back and forth between these different time signatures. So the voicings that I'm using here is a C minor major sound. I'm playing it on the E, A, and D string, so it's really, really thick and heavy. And then I move that same voicing down. So now that would be like A minor major 7. And then this A moves down a half step to A flat. These top 2 notes are staying the same, so it goes from A minor major 7 to A flat major. And sometimes I'll throw that open G string in there as well, making it sound like major 7 sound. And then the little turnaround goes from like an A flat major 7 to like an A flat dominant 7, just to add a little bit more flavor to it. So my approach to soloing over shifting meters, particularly in this example, is to try to be really lyrical with my playing. So I don't want the riff to dictate what I'm playing. I want my solo to be free to flow over that, and sometimes I'm going over the bar line a little bit. So the first part, I'm just outlining that chord, and then when I slide down, that's going to the major third of that chord. Again, I'm phrasing over that C minor sound. And then there, I'm sort of linking up with the riff when it goes. I'm sliding. So instead of going exactly, I throw this note in there just to kind of break it up. On the second part there, again, I'm trying to play very, very lyrically over this chord, so I'm bending up to the ninth. Not just going down like a C minor arpeggio with some passing tones. And then this phrase here, I'm keeping that little trill motif going. Again, we're back to this chord. So that's all over that A flat major 7 sound. And it's sort of mimicking or sort of insinuating like a Lydian sound there. I mean, it's a passing tone, but it's making it sound like Lydian. And then that final bend there, where the riff goes after that, is to an F sharp octave sound. So I'm just bending up on an F sharp. Double stop there, bend. Just to kind of punctuate that solo and put a period at the end of it. So in closing, there's so many different approaches that you could take to soloing over compound time meter. I find it really, really inspiring because the lines that you start to come up with tend to be so different than just playing over a straight 4/4 feel, because you can really play with the rhythm and accentuate the 4 or accentuate the 3. So I found it to be really fun and a unique way of approaching soloing.